Hi. Today I am actually going to help you with the instructions. That is, I'm going to walk you through the complete process, how I create the look. So stay tuned. It is going to be a bit of a lengthy videos compared to the previous ones, as I will be walking you through every single step and every single instruction of how I'm actually to pamper my skin and make it fabulous. I hope you enjoy it. I'm just trying it. Let's see if it turns out good. Probably I'm going to continue it that way. It will for sure help you understand and make it easier to create the look and achieve the final look with much ease. Okay? So let's get to it, people. So to start with the look, first wash your face, cleanse it so that all the dirt and impurities are off the face and it is fresh to start working with. Now right now I'm sitting before you with the first coat of base already applied to my face, and I have used my own loyal Accord Parfait L'Oreal foundation. Now it is a medium coverage foundation, it's not a full coverage foundation. Since we're quarantining and just at home, I have used a basic foundation to just make my skin a little more flawless. Now depending on the occasion and for how long you'll be out and wish to wear the look, you can choose your foundation, whether you want it to be a full coverage, a long lasting one, or if it's just for a couple of hours, a medium coverage does well. So the look today I'm creating for you guys is one of my favorites. And by now you would have been sure over the fact that I love bold colors. It is again recreating a bit of a bold color. I'll be using pink to create the look. I call it the cherry blossom look. It gives you the feels of the cherry blossom trees that you see blossoming, right? So let's get to it without further ado. I have been talking too much already, so let's do that. Now, since the foundation has already been applied, we need to prep our eyes. Now, in order to, tone down the darkness so that the color pops properly, I use the CC cream as a base. So it is the Lakme 925 CC cream. I use it as a base so that I can get a more even coverage and a better, cleaner slate to start with. So I simply take my flat brush, take the little bit of a product and dab it onto my lids and my under eye as well. So make sure you cover up till the brow bone, right? And the corner of the eyes needs to glow up. All right. Do you see the difference? How it has cancelled out the redness and it has given me a cleaner slate to work with. This will help me enhance the color more. That is the only reason I use the CC cream. It is 2 shades lighter to my skin. So it works as an amazing base for the eyeshadow color to pop. Okay, so as I mentioned, I will be doing the pink look. So it is a straight single color pop-up look. Now, pink is a vibrant color, right? But in order to bring out the vibrance, I will be using a white eyeshadow pencil to cover my eyelid. Okay, now what does that do is it will help me enhance and bring out the color more. It will be brighter and it will last longer. So let's get to it. All right, so now that we have primed the eyes with the CC cream and this flat brush I told you about, right? We will be popping in the pink color directly as I am unable to find my white eyeliner pencil. Otherwise, this is an amazing hack, people. If you want any eyeshadow color to pop, right, simply cover your lid first with an eyeliner pencil, which is white eyeliner pencil or a white shadow stick, right? It helps pop up any bright colors to pop up more on the eyes and look more vibrant, and they even help them stay longer on your lid. right? So getting to the colors, taking the eyeshadow brush, right? And this blush color pink, because as we are creating a very intense look, we will just slowly dab it on the eye. And so I am not extending it, I'm just keeping it in the inner lid, right? So there we go. And you can eventually build up the shade as per your own liking. Do you see how pretty it looks already? Well, wait for the look to complete and you'd be mesmerized. So the thing is, I am at my parents' place and I do not have all of my makeup products here. I'm just surviving on 2 kits and my travel brushes. So that is why I was unable to find my white eyeliner pencil. So do you see how I'm going inside the crease? Keeping it in and covering it up. So I'm building up a color a little more. I like it to be as intense as possible. I love a pop of color on eyes. It's always pretty. And yeah. So now since we have created a heavy base, right, and there is this exact pop of color that I want to go forward with, we will be building upon the look. Okay. Now what we will be doing is, this is the base eyeshadow. We will be intensifying it by creating a dimension, right? So we will take our single tone fresh brush, and from the color bar palette, this is a highlighter which is best suited for this look. Okay, I'll dab it a little bit in my brush. First, I'll do the corner of my eyes. It helps it pop. So if you have smaller eyes, right, so it helps open up the eye and give your eyes, a broader look. And you see, it looks fresher. Do you see? Okay. So the next thing we're going to go in and do is the brows. Brows are the framing structure of the face, right? If the brows are done correctly and completely defined, it helps you bring out your features in a better way. So right now, do you see it's not defined either? We will be cleaning that all up and doing a better job at it. So let's get to that. So we use this angled brush to define the brows. Take the product. You can use a brow gel, a brow powder, anything as per your convenience or whatever feels more comfortable on your hands. Right. Take that product on that angled brush and start by filling in and eventually lining out. So my brows naturally are very full. I don't use much product. I just use it to define the ends. Do you see I'm making this illusion that they are completely thread out and well shaped? Whereas let me tell you, it's been 2 months, I've not got threading done. And these brows haven't been tamed for over 2 months now. So yeah, luckily enough, they aren't that frizzy or uncontrollable, but still. So here we go. Do you see? For me, it was easier because, as I mentioned, I have fuller brows naturally. All I use the brow product to do is define it a little bit so that it pops out and frames my face well. Do you see? There isn't much difference, but then again, this is way more well defined and a bit more prominent, you see, compared to this one, right? So again, I dip in my angled brush into my product, and so for the look, for the brows to look more natural, make sure that the starting of the brow, you don't fill them out too much. Okay, that is something which needs to be lighter. Eventually going forward, you darken it out. Do you see how I've done it? That gives it a more natural look. It does not come across that you've actually made your brows or put in any product in it. And when doing such a bold color, the brows do not need to be the center point. They are just an aiding feature to the eyes, right? So you just see, and there we have it. Now that they're well defined, I'm just gonna brush it out with a spoolie. I bought this eyebrow spoolie from Color itself. Color deals in these spoolies. And yeah, you just define them further. The next thing which really helps in bringing out an eye look together is the mascara for sure. Using the Maybelline Colossal mascara, which is waterproof. In one of my budget products, this is the best product. I don't use falsies much, but yes, for sure you can do false lashes as well if that is something you prefer. Don't forget to use the mascara on your lower lash. It helps pop up the eye more. Right, there we have the mascara. Do you see how my eyes look bigger? I mean, naturally they are big, but then again, applying the mascara and doing the inner corner of my eyes helps to open it up and, you know, give you the illusion of those doll eyes, which are really admired. So the next step we got to do is clean up the edges, clean up any fallouts in order to give it a cleaner look, right? Now for cleaning process or cleaning everything up, I take my color correction palette and my concealer palette, right? I again take my Loyal flat brush. That is the best, I believe, for this purposes. Go in with a tone which is, you know, more closer to my skin tone so that the application is subtle. And then, yeah, here we draw a clean line and then push the product out. As I mentioned, blending is the key. Pushing the product out is necessary. Define the upper brow, you know. Do you see how automatically it looks so clean? The edges are more sharper and precise. And there. Do you see the difference? So we do the same with the left eye. We go in. So some people suggest to use a buff brush instead of a flat brush. The reason I use a flat brush is it gives me a better, aid. It helps as an aid to help me blend it out better. Let me just go in my brush, define this brow a little bit. Yeah, that's better. The next thing we're going to do is use a bit of a liner to define it further. Again, I use my Lakme Absolute Shine. It's going to be a very thin liner. And we are not winging it out today. Just outlining the eye to bring the look together. There, the liner's on. Okay, now it's time to blush. I use my Vega brush to dab out the extra high bones of the cheek. I extend it up to my hairline to give an illusion of a more natural blush. Yeah. Dab it in. We're gonna keep it light, go light on the blush as well as the lips because we want a more natural look. When it comes to the lip, we're going to keep it nude. When it comes to the cheek, we're gonna keep a light blush since we've done such a bright pop of color on the eyes, right? So for the lip, I am going to take Vivid 13 from Maybelline. Again, it's a very bright color, as you can see. I am not going to fill everything in. I'm just going to dab it. So, just a natural flush of pink on the lips. And there we have it, the complete look. I hope you liked it, guys.